At no point during the rest of this weekend do I suggest that you close your eyes.
I don't think I did before when it started. Dang it, I missed the crowd.
I think that means he wants to give you a hug. You got a full-on hug alert.
Or a handy. I think I'm going out of here a winner. You know what?
Hug or handy, the Richard Spade story.
Somebody's got to tell it.
Come to Papa.
What's this though?
Ready? I was beckoning, whatever happened.
Not by the hairs of my chinny chin chin.
No, sir.
You're missing a beard, don't you? Look, it says,
Dear Diary, Mark didn't like my voice. He threatened to give me a handy.
now, that is the best accent for you from now on. Can you do the rest of the weekend that way?
I can't. Nosferatu. Nosferatu. If you like
I can do an
Nosferatu
impression of
one,
you doing an impression.
so Mother, not give me corn on the cob. You worked out well, it just shut the retainer. Why am I Nosferatu? And my brother's name is
You killed the bass player.
What happened, Mike? Did you heard it?
Robot Mike likes it.
We sent Robot Mike on Enjoy.
They are doing jokes. I am enjoying the jokes. How was the rendition of Crowley for you? Is that good?
Good. All right.
Wow, that's not bust.
All right.
It's a strong compliment.
On a very serious note, though.
E?
No, E minor.
Okay. Very serious note, Billy. E minor, please.
Chord.
Okay. Music nerd.
He's not even plugged in. He was already ready
The comedy
to leave.
crushing stylings of Billy Moran.
E minor. E minor.
Very like the Who. Very like the Who. E minor.
Yeah.
I think so. So, how many of you guys, by show of hands, no whooping, no woo stuff, how many of you are coming to the show tonight? Woo! What did I just say?
Well,
He just
Keep them up.
That's
That's how many's coming to the show tonight. Now, look next to you where the people with their hands down. That's going to be an empty seat. Why, oh why are the rest of you not coming? How many people have been to the show already, seen our show already? Pretty good. That's about half of, maybe a third to a half of the people have already been to the show. It is the best damn thing that happens this entire weekend.
Now what it says, oh, as in, oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh.
she's making it.
Listen, seriously, it's a full gig.
Oh.
We've been so lucky to have a band like Loud and Swain be associated with Creation Period, but the idea that we can put something together that is a big rock show, it's so much fun. You have to come. If you're thinking about it, you're not sure, I urge you to come. You're going to have a great time. And
Mark's going to be playing with us.
Mark Sheppard on drums.
Richard Spade's playing with us.
Richard Spade on drums.
Jason Mans.
On the drums.
Matt Cohen.
Drums. Matt Cohen. On the drums. 9 drums.
Emily Swallow. Drums.
Drums. It is like a dead show parking lot. It's all drums and mushrooms.
And Gil McKinney. Violin.
And the flouting styles.
and you're going to be playing drums.
Yep, all drums.
They're all playing drums. And they're soloing the entire
But listen,
time.
I urge you guys to come. It's an odd thing. We're so proud of it. It's such a great thing to do. And it's, you know, we were doing this really crappy sort of cabaret.
Speed dating.
Yeah, speed dating shit. That go table to table for 19 and a half seconds. So, you having a good time? Yes, great. Thanks for the Jelly Belly. See you next night. So, it was just not fun. And then it was like, what can we really do that's a shared experience? And I urge you to come. It's a great, fun thing. It's the highest part of our weekend, is it not? Is it?
Absolutely.
This is when you see this miserable bunch of faces that they have right now, especially Billy. It's when he smiles. He smiles on Saturday night.
He really likes it for real.
If you want to see Billy Moran smile, you have to come to the concert tonight. See, he's smiling just thinking about what he's going to play tonight.
Yeah.
So, a lot of fun stuff, a lot of guests, right, tonight?
Yeah.
We have some people. Anything else you want to tell them?
I mean, I think we did the 9 people playing drums.
It's gonna be drumtastic.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be. We're playing a lot of songs off our new record. Songs we haven't played.
By the way, I mean, there's no rush, Mark's for the panel, but at some point, there's no time like the present to go grab that record out of the merch room. Robert, remind them of the title of the album so they know what to grab. It's called, what is it?
It's called No Time Like the Present.
Who came up with that name?
We all did. We all did.
Wait a minute, are you claiming that it was yours? Oh, I thought that was, I thought Sheppard was
Dreadful
saying.
name. I never come up with that. Sorry, go ahead. I'm not claiming that. I'm claiming a lot of things, but not that.
That's not it.
It's like he kisses you, then smacks you. You know what I mean?
He never kissed
Hey, I'm good for a riff.
that.
I'm good for a riff.
You are good for a
You are
riff.
good for a
I tell people that all the time. I say, Mark Sheppard is always good for a riff.
Bring him in for a riff. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Sheppard.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your spell up on the thing and let it sway! You are unplugged, right, buddy? Seriously, it's worth coming to. No kidding. Ooh.
Didn't do anything.
I missed you by this much. Yeah. Last year, the baby that never came, but did come eventually. I think it's really disturbing that my daughter is born on Jensen's birthday and Jensen's daughter is born on my birthday, and that Jared has a son called Shep. Something wrong with that.
Keep it in the family.
You been standing there patiently? Good, so we'll go somewhere else. What do you need?
First, I want to say thank
What the hell did you come dressed as?
you as a baby in a trench coat.
Baby in a trench coat and a camera.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford a suit, obviously. What do you want? Why are you backing away from the microphone? A lot of questions I have for you. Answer the first one. What do you want? When do you want it?
No.
I'm sorry. First, I want to say thank you for teaching.
It's not a question.
Was it a question first?
Yeah, give me the question.
Okay, I'll say the question first. You gave me a really good fan experience 2 years ago at the first Houston Con, and I wanted to know what was your favorite experience with any kind of fan.
Okay, and then what else did you want to say?
What?
What else do you want to say?
I just wanted to say thank you for the experience. You made sure that you're the first real person that made me feel like I was actually a part of the supernatural family.
Oh. Even dressed like that. Even dressed that way.
I can afford an actual suit. I have a black shirt. I'm sorry.
No mumbling in the background.
But no, after I asked my question, you basically gave me an answer that was jumbled with a bunch of words. You made sure.
Is this a criticism? You barely started. I heard Texas was full of polite people.
You basically ran down the middle of the aisle to make sure I was okay.
Oh, okay. I won't do that again. What was the question again?
What was the best experience you ever had with a fan in general?
Best experience? I've had lots of great experiences with fans. It's a weird thing. It's like, I don't like the word, some of you are new. How many of you knew first convention? That's a lot of people. I don't like the word fan, never like the word fan. It's a short for fanatic, and it always has a very negative connotation. Like you won't make it through an airport. Sorry, too soon. But it's a weird word. It's a word that was imposed upon us. And fan, I guess we own fans, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But I've always had really interesting experiences with the fandom, I guess. Yeah, I'd say, waking up, probably drooling, in seat 1A on an aeroplane. I don't remember where I was going. I had no sleep. And there was 2 Chinese girls. I'm in 1A, there's a bulkhead between me. There's no seats, there's literally a wall. And I'm asleep. And I'm woken by 2 Chinese girls with iPhones going, hi. I'm like, how the hell did they get there? I'm on a plane. I'm like, hi. Can we take a picture? I'm like, okay. Like 35,000 feet in some unknown country. Very weird. But it was very cute. So, generally they're nice. I mean, yeah, sometimes I'm grumpy first thing in the morning, but I generally say yes. Yeah. The New Zealand girl always made me laugh. That was the one. I've said that for years. It is still the funniest thing I've ever heard. She was shaking, very tall girl. Shaking and very sweaty and very uncomfortable. I said, it's okay, take a deep breath. She goes, I'm just trying not to shit myself. Keep trying. Well done. Congratulations. Yeah. It's the greatest hits of those sort of things. I mean, there's some really interesting stuff. The best one is when, I think the only time when people come unstuck, when they come really unstuck, is when they've thought about the question for months. And then they come and see you and they say something that is unrelated to the situation that they're in. Like I'm in the middle of something or I catch something, dropping something, and they say what they've been preparing to say for months. And it's a complete non sequitur to the situation. And it's usually something connected with a character that I have no idea what they're talking about. And it's some interpretation of an interpretation of an interpretation. And you get this blank thing from me of going, sorry, what was that? And then they're destroyed. Now, the plan has gone completely awry and there's no recovery from it. Like they will say, well, it's the same equivalent of walking up to somebody and going, your characters are real. Thanks. Which always makes me laugh, but I feel bad for people when you sort of realise that I've always tried to say this, that when you encounter somebody who you respect or admire, as I do quite often, the best thing to do you could ever do if you get an opportunity, and I suggest you do take the opportunity, even if you're shy, is walk up to that person and say, if it's true, if it's not true, don't do it. It's a really bad place to start. We go, I really enjoy your work, or thank you. Because if the person doesn't respond with, thank you very much, they're an ass and you should never talk to them again. But, in general, you'll get a very positive response from that. It's when you try to make something up in your head, or it just never goes right. And it always makes me laugh, but I always feel really bad for them. So they come and say, hey, good day, mate, how's it going? And you're like, sorry, I don't get the reference. Nice to meet you. But yeah, so there you go. There's a lot of that. Hey, hi Mark. Hold on a second. What's next? What do you want?
I really enjoy your work and thank you.
Thank you. Good stuff. Hey, somebody's listening.
So my question, I've been looking into different whiskeys, and I know that
drink.
Crowley.
I don't drink. Ask Jensen.
I'm curious to know what Crowley's recommendation for a whiskey would be.
I don't drink. I'm 27 years sober. Ask Jensen. Jensen is I'd say he's a whiskey connoisseur. Knows his whiskey. Does know his whiskey. So ask Jensen.
I will, thank you.
You go. I was way ahead. I was there. Were you looking for backup then?
A little bit.
It's a hell of a long way to the next person.
First, I love you and I love your work in Supernatural.
See, that's pretty good. Smart way to start.
And
Come
in
on.
Doctor Who and like basically everything you do. So, my question.
Name them all.
Yes. So my question was more like, how did you get into character for when?
Loose and squirrel on a jacket. That's brilliant. Where'd you get it?
Out there.
Had it out there?
Want to see this?
No. No, that's angel craft.
So my question was like, when you were basically Lucifer's pet.
Who's next?
Obviously we know how Crowley felt, but I was wondering like how you got into that character and like did those scenes.
Did what scenes? I don't remember any scenes about being Lucifer's pet. I remember a lot of scenes about biding my time, waiting for the perfect moment to do something. And I'm here and he's not, so moving on. Next question.
Thank you for bringing an extra character that's going to be remembered through
Where?
film and TV, remembered through for generations of film and TV. So thank you for bringing a memorable character into that category.
Generations, I'm not sure about that. That will all be irrelevant in a couple of years.
I believe so. My question to you is, I know that sometimes you're the butt of the joke.
Still
and they
no
like to prank
question.
you. But my real question, my point.
So 3 times to get to a question. Go on.
How does it feel like watching all the others like get pranked and you're like, yes, it's not me?
How did it feel watching what?
Watching like everyone else get pranked. Like I remember when Misha went live, people like were trying to wake Richard up, like while he was trying to sleep, and you're just watching like, yes, they're making fun of him.
So what's your question?
Do you like the sheer pleasure of watching other people like bugging someone else when they're not bugging you?
No! They do crap to me, they just realise I'll sue. I'm an adult. They're all children. Thank you. So, next question.
What's going on, Mr. Sheppard? First off, I want to thank you for taking the time to walk to the back of the audience to include everybody in the show. That's
Can't hear you. Can't hear you in the
Oh,
back.
can you not?
Yeah, you have to speak loud enough.
Okay, all right, let me speak up just a little bit. Hey, Mark, thank you for walking to the back of the stadium to
No, that's
include...
okay. Hey, whoa. It's okay, we don't care.
Okay, cool.
I thought it was something I wanted to hear, but now I don't care, so.
Sounds about right.
So, do you have a question?
I do, in fact. Out of all of the characters that you've played, which felt the most natural to you? Really just Mark Sheppard 2 steps to the left.
I'm obviously not the king of hell. So quickly taking 2 steps to the left. I can't think. I don't know. They're not me. There might be aspects of me if something was different. What? Okay. How's it going? Okay. What's your name?
Peter.
Hi, Peter. They're talking here. Don't worry about that. They'll go away in a minute. So you have a good time? Good, glad to hear. How old are you?
9.
9. Good job. Keep it up. Keep it up. Sorry, what were we talking about?
You know, just being an actor and things like that. Nothing important.
Yeah, nothing important. It's not brain surgery or anything. Hey. Hi. High five. High five. High Get them young. They make better muffins when they're young. What? Sorry, do you have a question?
No, I think I'm good now.
Okay.
Hi. I'm a really big fan of Firefly, and so I wanted to ask you about your experience on that show and if you'd ever wanted to come back.
Well, we're all a bit older and a bit bigger. I can even say that about Nathan. It can't come back. It would be so weird. It just is what it is. It's a show that was definitely. Don't point a camera case at me that doesn't have a picture of me on it. 3 other people but me. And you're dressed as something you shouldn't be dressed as. So that I like. I like that. That's nice. I like the use of the raincoat. So you're really sort of Castiel-ing Crowley up a bit. That's like if Castiel dressed better. That's what. Good job. Nice one. Nice job. Yeah, Firefly was like robbed. It was. What about 24? Are we going to do a trip down memory lane for everything I've ever done? Might take a while to answer the question. So where was I before I was so rudely interrupted? Hi. Is that your question? Big Firefly fan? Say that 3 times really quickly. Yeah, it's just one of those things. She'd never been cancelled. It was a little too early. It would have been on a couple of years later. It would have been a completely different situation. It would have been on Netflix or somewhere else other than Fox. It would have done really well. But it is what it is, and it creates a lot of other things for a lot of good fans. It's amazing that a 13-episode aired show is that popular. It says a lot. What? A lot for fans. Anyone here not seen Firefly? A whole nother generation to go. You will. Anyone here not seen Battlestar? You're all lying. If you had, I'd have signed way more box sets. But yeah, that's a great show to see. Very, very few sci-fi shows have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Battlestar actually has a beginning, a middle, and an end. It was never cancelled. It's a fantastic, fantastic show. And it's not really sci-fi. It's sort of human condition somewhere else, kind of like the West Wing in space. Otherwise, but all good. What do you want?
Well, that's a good way to introduce.
Did you bring your dinner?
No.
What you got now?
I got merch.
Merch? What merch did you get?
Well, like the material you're gonna kind of burn. I got rock salt. How are you not burning yet?
Because it's in a bottle. Rock salt in the bottles are going to do anything to me. Okay, what's the question?
What's your favorite thing about playing Crowley?
I don't know. I'm very frustrated. Because there's so many stupid people that Crowley has to deal with. I mean, really stupid people. The tall one, the less tall one. The one that works at 7-Eleven. So dumb. They are. So they would just do what Crowley said. Life would be so much easier. The little witchy one's really annoying too.
But don't you love them?
What?
But don't you love them?
Love is a very big word. Love? Dean's okay. I think I love Dean. Next question.
So thanks for being awesome.
See, I like that. That's a nice way to start. Thanks for being awesome. See, that's the way to be.
Just simple and to the point. Is it true Jared was too big to fit in the TARDIS? And is there
Yes.
an awesome story behind that?
Yes. He wanted to walk the floor. I walk the floor at Comic-Con every year. It's a bit harder now. But I walk the floor with with Jared one day. So they had to get all these, one-on security guys, massive dudes with black suits talking into their sleeves. We're coming through, so they would actually literally have to do the equivalent of come out of that door, walk through, and then go into that door. And come out of that door and walk through and come into it. It was like, but a lot further apart. I'm getting mobbed. He was getting absolutely mobbed to do it. He wanted to go to see the BBC America booth. So he went over to the BBC America booth and there was a TARDIS there. And he goes, oh, maybe I should go inside it. But it's bigger on the inside, so he opens the door and it was filled with BBC America merchandise. So he couldn't fit in the TARDIS. So he was too big for the TARDIS. End of story, and scene. He's very tall, very annoying. So, next question.
Hi. Sorry, I'm really nervous.
I'm doing good.
I want to say thank you and I love you.
Two good things to say to anybody. Two nice things to hear.
You might get this a lot, but do you ship SDL?
Personally?
Yes.
No. I don't care about them that much. I find that anything with EL on the end of it is vastly disappointing.
Don't ask any others.
As all you trench coat wearing people should know by now.
I thought I had to vet them. I know, I did too. Did you change your question? All right, next question.
Aye. Next question? There's an answer to that. I don't care.
I'm just going to get straight to the question.
What's the question?
So we haven't seen Gavin in a while.
Yeah.
But if you were to come back, what sort of father-son activities do you think he and Crowley would like to do?
Oh, ball game. I don't know what father-son activities. What father-son activities do you envisage Gavin and Crowley doing together?
I envision them taking the Hellhounds for a walk and going on a tour of hell.
That's pretty good.
Sit down. Dad, stop embarrassing me.
No, Dad, keep embarrassing me.
Who's that in the back?
Okay, stop.
Looks like Richard Spade. Does it? Looks like Richard Spade. That's what happens when Richard Spade shaves. It's like So, next question.
Hey, I was wondering how well do you relate to Crowley?
You leaving? Where you going? Where you going? You gonna stand there? That's fine by me. Sorry, what was the question again?
I was wondering how well do you relate to Crowley?
What, in the... What do you mean, how well do I relate to Crowley? In my daily life? How many people I kill? Running hell? This is pretty close to hell. How do I relate to Crowley? Come on in, we're not that boring, seriously. It's not a bad place to come into, enjoy it. Come on in, it's good, have a seat. Very good. Oh, you have to go that way? Sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you do.
What did he say? What did she say? Somebody said, I love you, Mark. And I said, yeah, you do. Okay.
You need an extra box?
Why are we showing all the...
Little thing. Hey, look, they got hats for you. So cute. You know why I do that? Because it's funny. Don't let people know that I'm actually nice. It's a terrible thing to do. What do you need?
How well do you relate to Crowley?
Oh, you've asked me that 3 times, I don't know.
That's not a characteristic.
Crowley is not a characteristic. He's a character. But, I don't know, I don't think I get to do any of the things he does. Although it'd be quite useful to just be able to look at you and go, am I right? Solves a lot of problems. Hiya.
Hi. First, thank you, and I love you and your character. So
Suck it up.
aside from cast, who do you think Crowley?
What? I don't think about cast. Aside from cast, who do you think? I don't think about cast.
Well, but you were partners with them for a bit. How
No, I wasn't. You just annoyed me. Agent Beyonce.
But who do you think Crowley would make good hunting partners with?
Well, we know the answer to that. Hunting we will go, hunting we will go.
But that's not gonna happen, though.
Really? Why don't you watch the rest of the season? And then tell me what doesn't happen. Smarty pants.
Am I done?
Do you feel done?
What?
Do you feel done? Yes?
I think so.
Then you can sit down now. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Am I done? Great question. Go on.
Hi. You've been on a lot of different shows. If you could pick 2 shows and 2 characters from those shows and put them in a room together, which ones would you pick?
Sounds like an awful lot of work. Who would you pick?
I'd pick the demon from Charmed and
The one that he played.
because he'd be an interesting dude. And Crowley, and I'd have him duke it out.
Interesting. See, I don't think you can cross the fandoms. It gets a bit weird. It gets strange. I think they're all their own entities, but I hope they're all their own entities. I don't think I played the same thing over and over again. They do try to give me sort of omnipotent beings to a point. It's kind of fun to do, but it would be interesting. We should think of pairings for Crowley. It's like most people have a good wine pairing, their meal. Which Mark Sheppard character would you have with this meal? Should be good. Thank you. What do you want?
Hi. If you didn't play Crowley, who would you like to play?
In the show? Or just generally?
I guess both.
Ooh, making you a question. Who would I play in the show? Who'd be fun to play? No, I'm way too sexy to play Dean. What's that look for? Your look. Trust me, I am way too sexy to play Dean. The funny thing is, I've been doing this quite a while. I mean, I used to love the idea of perhaps playing Lucifer. It was a real fun thing to do. But Mark is so good at it. And then Misha was actually really good at it. As Mark being good at it. But I don't think so. I don't think I want to play anything else.
Good answer.
Yeah. What do you want?
Well, first of all, I don't consider myself a fan of any show if you haven't been in it at least once.
That limits your watching to USA and CW.
I'm a huge fan of the Sheppard family, and
Oh, yeah?
I've worked with your dad, and I've wondered...
As what?
As a talent coordinator on an animation.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. So I wondered...
Which for? For what?
For Young Justice.
Oh, yeah, right.
For, well, I've got him on Gargoyles, and stuff like that. So I was wondering...
Voice is like this.
Right. And I was wondering, because you have that same kind of deep resonance in your voice. If you've ever considered doing voice acting.
I do voice acting.
Oh, you do?
Rarely.
Right.
Let me see. Most fun I had, you might have seen, did you see a movie called Deadpool?
Yeah.
The guy that directed that.
Tim Miner.
What?
Tim Miner.
Tim Miller?
Miner.
Minor.
Oh.
Minor.
Okay.
He also did Firefly.
No. Director of Deadpool
Oh, no.
is Tim Miller, who used to work for a company called Blur. And he did the ads for Dragon Age Origins, to which I did the commercial. I did most of the voices on the commercial, which is really fun. That's when I met him. So I did that. Let's see what else I did. I used to be the voice of BBC America. So every Doctor Who episode you ever saw, for years, was me introducing it. Oh, Doctor Who. For years. And I used to do the voice for Man vs. Wild. When it was first started, I did all the promos for Man vs. Wild on Discovery.
Wow.
So that was fun. Yeah, but they keep sort of asking me to do stuff. I did War of the Worlds, I did a couple of other things, but rarely do I have
Love to
time.
hear more of you.
I very rarely get time to do that stuff. It's kind of cool.
Not a bad problem.
James Patrick Stewart does hundreds of the things. He's really good at just Penguins of Madagascar, which is hysterical. My dad did a lot. My dad did Biker Mice from Mars for every episode. He was Lawrence Lindbergh, the bad guy. He actually had him rapping in one episode, which is hysterical. My dad can't sing a note. It's really funny. Yeah, someday they'll ask me. You never know. Hey, yeah.
Hi, I was just wondering, well, first of all, have you seen Mean Girls?
Why?
I was wondering who you think would be Regina George out of Jim, Jared, and Misha.
You pick. Okay. Well, that was a fun question. We just had a nice exploration through your mind. Crossing the fandoms. I don't know. Who's the meanest girl? Me should be the meanest girl. Anything else?
How was your day?
Pretty good. Texas, the breakfast was big. Adult-sized portions, kind of interesting. Houston, sort of sweaty armpit that's not quite Louisiana. It is. In summer, seriously, you can love Houston with all your heart, but it is a nasty ass place to be in August. It is. There's some great people here, but my God, you gotta do the weather and the mosquitoes. It is hell. Slightly more polite. I do love Texas. 4 Texans in the house? That's really What can I do you for?
I don't know if you realize that you have such a huge military following.
Me personally?
You personally.
I command an army?
Several of your shows. Have you ever thought about doing a USO tour? Because some of your shows and your work has.
If I was ever asked, I don't think I'm famous enough to do a USO tour, but if I was ever asked to do a USO tour and I had the time, there is no question I would go do it. Of course I would. The funny thing is, although Battlestar is always huge in the military, and I've intersected with a lot of people in that way, but I think it's a lot more fun when you're over there somewhere to have people that are instantly recognizable. There'd be a lot of people going, "It's that guy."
From that thing.
Who the hell that guy is? But they'd never ask me. If they asked me, yeah, send Misha.
Husband spent 20 years, so that's why I was asking. And he worked in Air Force One and loaded special people like you that would go to the USO tours. So.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, it's very proud. Very proud of our military, very proud and thanking them a lot for their service. Grateful that at 53 my oath to this country does not require me to go fight overseas. But you never know, that might change soon. Yeah, very grateful. Thank you to everybody involved.
Your Royal Highness, I just wanted to ask, now that everything's said and done, the way Supernatural's played out, Your Highness,
We got another 24 seasons to go. Supernatural, the retirement years. See Sam and Dean without hair.
I just wanted to ask Your Highness if...
The chases would be really slow, wouldn't they? Cold eyes, stinking vampire! That was a really bad Bobby impression. Cool. Oh, shut up, you. Yours has wheels. You're faster than that. What?
Was it all worth the extra 3 inches?
Yet again, if you actually watch this show, you would understand that it's not Crowley or this meat suit that has the extra 3 inches. But Fergus, who's about this big, has red hair and is from Scotland. So the 3 inches didn't even come into play. Me personally, not an issue. You really should watch the show. Tall girl.
Yeah.
Tall girls are special. My wife is a tall girl.
Okay, there you go. Like that's 6'10", so I can get it.
6'10"? That's tall.
Wow.
Don't stand up there. I can see you from here. I get used to this. My wife is 6 feet tall.
So, okay, if you could be king of hell for the day, what fun would you have?
What fun would I have if I could be king of hell for the day? I am king of hell. Most days.
Like in real life.
What would you do? It's purely an administrative job. If we could just get people to do the right stuff, it'd be really easy. There's no fun to be had.
Comes with powers.
What? You know, it's Spider-Man. Great power comes great responsibility. You know what? No, you got shit to do. That's the point. Running hell is a pain in the ass. Giant pain in the ass. It is. That's why Crowley doesn't actually enjoy it. He got the job, he has the job, and now what is he going to do? It's like, do you really think that Crowley enjoys doing what he does?
He's fighting for it.
Maybe that's all he knows. Maybe that's the point. Maybe it's not quite as enjoyable to him as running around with Dean. I mean, he kills an awful lot less people than the Winchesters.
Whoa! Oh.
You want your soul back? Deal's a deal.
Hi.
Hey.
I just want to say that you're a great person. And,
You don't know that. But I am.
So, we know that Crowley obviously has a nickname for Sam and Dean. So if you had to give a nickname to the SPN family, what kind of nickname would you give them?
We already did, the SPN family. Think the question through, people. How old are you?
16.
This must be really annoying to you.
No, I'm scared.
Oh, scared is okay. I like scared. Scared's fun for me. Scared is sort of like, so I can do this. I really detest the name fan. I really do detest the word. Unfortunately, you have to use it. It fits certain things. But that's the reason it's the best. It's the best.
We're not fans, we're family.
That's the point. You are fans in the context that we do actually have to talk to other people on occasion. We do have to explain to other people what we're talking about. So saying the SPN family, they're like, we don't quite know what that means. But it is really become a perfect nickname, a good collective for what it is. As I said, you know, talking about a lot of things, talking about this in the meet and greet before. These are really, really, really scary times. These are not easy times in the world right now. Whatever your beliefs are, whatever you believe is right and wrong is not the issue that we're really talking about. What we're talking about, the fact is, it's not the easiest time in the world. You know, I remember being a kid, I don't remember it being this hard. I don't remember it being this dangerous, I don't remember it being this difficult. And I find that what I love about this more than almost anything else is that this seems to be such a great antidote to that. This is people coming together regardless of gender, sexual orientation, creed, colour, religion. And it's a non-fear-based scenario. The only fear you have is what am I going to do to you when I walk over and talk to you. That's pretty much the only fear that you have here. Rob has that same fear all the time.
All the time.
What is Mark Sheppard going to do when he comes near me?
Wakes me up in the middle of the night.
That's the thing. I find that this is, you know, this is a huge antidote to the cruelty and the meanness that's in the world right now. And I really hope, there's a lot of kids here, I hope that we're teaching our kids that there's a better way of doing this, there really is a better way of doing all of this. And that we need to be responsible, whatever our beliefs or our affiliations are, we need to be responsible. And we need to ask ourselves, in the one country in the world where the vote actually means something, in the one country in the world where when we make a decision as a country, it actually means something, we need to make sure that what is going on around us represents that we want. If it is not what you want, we have opportunities to change this. Throwing your hands up in the air going, it's all BS and it doesn't mean anything is the biggest lie you've ever been sold in your life. I became an American. This is the greatest country in the world. I wasn't born here. I take massive offense to people who say, I'm an American citizen. I'm not an American citizen. I'm an American. That's what makes me American. But I swore an oath and I pledged allegiance, excuse me, I swore an oath and I pledged it's hanging on the microphone. And that I care, and it's something I asked nicely, can I please be part of this amazing party? And the party said, yes, come join us. They didn't exclude me for any reason. I know I'm white, I got money, I pay my taxes. I'm in a minority of people. I'm desirable in so many ways to this country. But I thought the whole purpose of this country was that you could come here, you work hard, you try hard, and you could be anything you wanted to be. And that's what we need to do. So if you're happy and content with what is going on, lead on. Fine. If you're not, I urge you to teach our kids, teach each other, whatever it is that you believe, we need to vote, we need to vote. School board level, you need to vote in every possibility, every local possible election that you have to make sure that the representatives that are representing you in this great country of ours are truly representing that thing that you believe in. Whatever side of the political divide you happen to be on, they need to represent you, and if they're not representing you, they need to be held accountable. This is a really scary time. I'm so proud of what my fellow actors do. I'm really proud of them. I'm so proud of what they're able to build and create, and they do with this amazing supernatural family behind us. I'm mostly proud of the fact that we have things that we believe in and that we care about, and you guys just take up that cause and you run with it. It's the most amazing thing. I've seen things built, I've seen things change. This is a safe place. Let's keep this a safe place for people. Let's make this what we want the world to be. Let's use a bit of this love and this kindness and this caring to show the outside and the rest of the world what the world should be like. And for that, I love you all. I thank you. It's great to be back in Houston.